Now, what is meant by loops and what is the use of loops? So let us see step by step. Okay, let us understand step by step of what is meant by loops concept. Now here I'm having a code. The code is with respect to I is equal to 1, j is equal to I plus 5, k is equal to j plus 10, print I j k. So first I is equal to 1, j is equal to I plus 5, that is 1 plus 5. 1 plus 5 is nothing but 6. K is equal to j plus 10. J value is 6. So 6 plus 10, which is nothing but 16. Print ijk means that is nothing but 1, 6, 16. It is going to print 1 space 6 space 16. Now I is equal to 2. Now latest I value is 2. J value is 7. K value is again j plus 10, which is 17. Print ijk, that is 2, 7, 17. Now here I value is equal to 3. J value is equal to 3 plus 5, which is nothing but 8. K value is 8 plus 10, which is nothing but 18. Now if you print ijk, it is going to print 3, 8, 18. So if I write 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 12 lines of code. If I write the 12 lines of code of this one, I'm going to get the output as 1, 6, 16, 2, 7, 17, 3, 8, 18. So this is the output of these 12 lines of code. If I write the 12 lines of code, this is the output. Now, if you observe this particular code very clearly, the output is okay. Now, if you observe the code, now this j is equal to 1 plus I plus 5. K is equal to j plus 10. Print ijk. These 3 lines of code, everything repeating. These 3 lines of code are getting repeated. They are repeated every time. Which one was not repeated? I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, I is equal to 3. These 3 lines of code not repeated. Not repeated these 3 lines. Repeated is these 3 lines. Now these 3 lines you want to repeat every time for different values of I. First you want to take with I value 1 and you want to repeat the code. For I value 2, you want to repeat the code. For I value 3, you have to repeat the code. For different values of I, you want to repeat this code. So that one we are going to use by using the concept called as loop. By using the concept called as loop. Loop means nothing but a repetition of code. Repeating the code. Loop means repeating the code. Still, how many times it has to repeat like that? Till the values, whatever the values I have given, using that values, you have to repeat the code. So now same lines of code, these 12 lines of code and the same output, how I am going to write like this. L is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay. L is equal to 1, 2, 3. Now for I in L, for I in L means for each value in the L. In the L, what are the values are there? 1, 2, 3. For I in L means first I is equal to, you have to take as 1 and repeat the code. I is equal to take as 2 and repeat the code. I is equal to 3 and repeat the code. That is the meaning. Okay. So for I in L means for I in L. What is the meaning of this one? For I in L, where L is equal to 1, 2, 3. So for I in L, what is the meaning of for I in L? Forget about bottom, whatever is there. Inside this, whatever is there, forget. First, let us understand only this one line of code. For I in L. For means for each value. For means for each value. In L. In L means within the given list. For each value in the L. For each value in the L, repeat the code is called as for loop. For each value in the L, repeat the code. Repeat the block of code. Repeat the for block. Repeat the block of code is called as for loop. For each value in L, repeat the block of code. How many times you have to repeat? First I is equal to 1, you have to repeat. For I is equal to 2, you have to do. For I is equal to 3. After once 1, 2, 3 is completed, you have to stop. Every value is completed means you have to stop. Okay. For each value in the L, repeat the code. So now you are going to take first value. What is the first value? 1 you are going to select. Now this value you have to store in some variable now. That variable is I. I am going to store the variable is I. That is the meaning. For example, here instead of I, you are writing J. Now J value will be 1. If you are writing here the K value will be 1. Here you are writing SRK is equal to 1. Whatever you are writing here, that is the variable name. And it is storing the each value of the list. Okay. So for I in list. So now whatever the syntax, what is the syntax for loop means? What is the syntax means? For you have to write the word of for, that to small letters. Next you have to write the variable name, one variable name as per your choice. In next you have to take the sequence, anything of your choice, sequence. This sequence can be string, this sequence can be list, this sequence can be tuple, this sequence can be set, this sequence can be dictionary, this sequence can be range. Only for this it is applicable. For int, float, complex or boolean, it is not applicable. For I in string also it is applicable. For I in string means, for example, for I in string, let us take string SRK. First I value is equal to S, it will execute the block of code. It will execute whatever is inside the block of code for block, it will execute for I in. For I is equal to, first I is equal to, it will take string of S and will execute the block of code. Once I is equal to S is completed, I is equal to R, again block of code. Now I is equal to K and block of code. The entire block of code will be repeated in the string. For example, for I in list, you are considering a list of 1, 2, 3. For I in 1, 2, 3, first I is equal to 1, block of code. I is equal to 2, block of code. I is equal to 3, block of code. Repeat the block of code. Whatever is there inside, repeat. Whatever is there inside, if block is there means repeat. Inside whatever is there, repeat the same thing for considering different values. Now, sir, for example, I am having here a list of 4, 9, 4, 4, 8. Something I am having. First for 4, I is equal to 4. Repeat the block of code. Means execute the block. For I is equal to 4. First you take the I is equal to 4. Complete the block. I is equal to 9. This is completed. I is equal to 9. Complete the block. Again I is equal to 4. Again complete. Again I is equal to 4. Again complete. I is equal to 8. Again complete. Whether it is repeated or not repeated or nothing. In this given, whatever the each value is there, for each value you have to repeat the code. How many times this block of code is getting repeated? Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times it is repeating. Means length function, whichever is having the length option, for that only it is applicable. For which one length option is not applicable, for that for loop is not applicable. For example, 10 is there. Length of 10. What is the answer of this one? Can you apply length of int? No. Then first you have to convert this one to string, then only you can apply the logic. Length function is not applied on the string. So length function is not applied here. Sir, why length function you have to apply, sir? Because how many times this block of code should be repeated, that will be decided based on the length. Right? Now, for example, here for I in, sir, why I in only? Instead of I in, SRK in. For SRK in, tuple of 1, 4, 9. SRK is equal to 1, SRK is equal to 4, SRK is equal to 9. Whatever you are writing, it will take that variable. You can write SRK, you can write your name Vasu, you can write others name also. Simply you can write I also. As per your choice, whatever you are writing. But it should consist of whatever the variable name conditions are there, that should be, it should have that one. You can't take for 1, 2, 3 yes in list of 4, 5, 6. You can't take like this because it can't be the variable name. Variable name, whichever the condition satisfies the for the variable name, whatever we have discussed for the variable name conditions, the same condition it should have. Is that clear? Now let us observe this one. List is equal to 1, 2, 3. L is equal to 1, 2, 3. Now for I in L, for I in L means backend it is going to do for I in list of 1, 2, 3. First it is going to check length of list of 1, 2, 3. It is applicable first. Yes, it is applicable. Answer is 3. So answer is 3. It is applicable means for loop will execute. If it is not applicable, length only is not applicable means it is going to throw the error. I can't do the iteration for this one. It will throw the error. Since for list it is applicable, so for I in 1, 2, 3. Now what is the meaning of for I in 1, 2, 3? What I have told you. First I is equal to 1, execute the block of code. I is equal to 2, execute the block. I is equal to 3, execute the block. Means you are repeating this code for 3 times for 3 different values. Repetition. Loop means repeat. Loop is equal to repeat. Both are same. Loop means repeat. Simple. Now what happens? I is equal to 1. It is going to execute the block of code. What is the block of code? J is equal to 6. K is equal to 10. Print ijk, that is 1, 6, 16. Next, J is equal to 7. K is equal to 17. That is 2, 7, 17. Next, J is equal to 3 plus 5. That is 8. K is equal to 3 plus 8 plus 10. 18. Print 3, 8, 18. So these 3 will be printed. Now, whatever you are having above, here you have written the 12 lines of code. The same 12 lines of code now you have brought with respect to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By writing at least L is equal to 1, 2, 3 separately. If you don't write this one, if you write here only, directly if you place here, then you don't need to write even this one also. In 4 lines only, everything will be completed. Here 12 lines it has taken. Here it is taking 4 lines. Okay. So here for different values, for different values it is executing. Here also for different values it is executing. Sir, for example, here second I also 1, sir. Keep here also 1. Change here also 1. Here whatever the answer you will get, he will also you'll get the same answer. Obviously. Is that clear? That is the meaning of for loop. Okay. Now, for I in range of 1 to 4, what is meaning of 1 to 4? 1, 2, 3. So for I in range of 1 to 3 means first I is equal to 1, execute the code. For I is equal to 2, execute the code. For I is equal to 3, execute the code. What is the difference between this one and this one? Here you are considering list, here you are considering as a range function. That is the only difference between both of them. Answer is same. If you take this one in the tuple also, okay. You can apply the same logic for the tuple. Now you apply the tuple. Answer is same. Now you are taking the string of 1, 2, 3. Now first I is equal to string of 1. Now I is equal to string of 1. J is equal to string of 1 plus 5. What is the answer of string of 1 plus 5? Error. So this one you have to convert as int of I. Now if you convert int of I, what happens? J is equal to int of I. Int of I means int of string of 1. Now what is the answer? 1. 1 plus 5, 6. K is equal to 6 plus 10. So it is going to execute. Once again, same answer. If you don't write here, if you don't write this one, it is going to throw the error. This int cannot be concatenated with the string. Why it is concatenating with the string? Because first you are going to get I value as string of 1. Sir, how I can know that print, sir, for I in string of 1, 2, 3. Okay, string of 1, 2, 3, print I value. Print I. So print I value means it is going to print first I value is equal to 1, it is printing. Next 2 and executing the block of code. Inside the block of code, what is the print only says, so it is printing. For example, inside that printer, 2 times print is there. Print I, again print I. Now what happens? First I is equal to 1, execute the block of code. Inside the block of code, what is there? Print I 2 times is there. So 2 times 1 will be printed. Next I is equal to 2, block of code. 2 times we have to print, 2, 2, 3, 3. Like this it is going to print. Whatever is inside the block of code, Just by taking I is equal to 1, execute the lines. By considering I is equal to string of 1, not normal one. By considering I is equal to string of 1, execute the block of code. Is that clear? Got the point? Now, here, if you execute like, now what is meant by for loop? For loop means for each value, iterations means doing the work, same work. Iteration means doing the same work. For loop in the Python is used to iterate over the sequence. What are the sequence you have given? It is going to iterate. Loop continues until it reaches the last item in the sequence. Till it reaches the last item. Once the last item reach, everything is completed. Means I is for I in list of 4, 5, 6, 9, 1. Something you are having. Now, what is the meaning of this? And inside that, you are having 10 lines of code or 20 lines of code or 40 lines of code or infinite number of lines of code. Minimum one. Minimum one is required. Minimum one line you have to write. Otherwise, it will throw the syntax error. Similar kind of conditional statements, how we have applied if. Here also, it is going to work in the same way. Indentation, based on the indentation. Colon you have to keep and you have to give the indentation. Right? Then only it is called as block of code. When it is having the indentation, then only it is called as block of code. If indentation is not there, then it is called as lines of code. Without indentation, then it is called as lines of code. 20 lines are there. Let us assume 4 lines starting from here. Let us assume starting from here. Then these are called as 4 lines of code. Same thing you are writing for I, and inside that you are writing with indentation the same 4 lines you are bringing inside, miss. Then this is called as block of code. That too for block of code. This entire block will be executed based on the for. If the for is not applicable, means this entire block of code will be ignored. If, for example, for I in int of 120, you have given int of 120. It is going to throw the error. This line is error, means entire thing is error. Block is error. Is that clear? So for body, whatever the body, for body is there, the body of the if block will be separated based on the indentation. So just now you tell me the answer for this. Of course, already this is completed. For I in range of 1 to 4, that is 1, 2, 3. First I is equal to 1, complete the code. I is equal to 2, execute the code. I is equal to 3, execute the code. For I is equal to 1. When you are thinking of I is equal to 1, forget about the remaining 2. That is I is equal to, they are independent to each other. They are not having any dependency. When for I is equal to 1, you are taking, miss, just for I is equal to 1, execute these 3 lines. When you are executing these 3 lines, forget these 2 and 3 are there. Don't think of so. Forget. You think only that I is equal to 1 only is there. And execute the code. Once 1 is completed, now you think only 2 is there. And execute the code. Now when you are executing with I is equal to 3, think only I is equal to 3 is there. Forget about the remaining. Okay, they are not having any kind of dependencies. Irrespective they are. Each of them are irrespective. Now, for example, this code is there. Now, what happens in the Python means first I is equal to 1. It will select I is equal to 1. J is equal to, first it will execute for I is equal to 1, these 3 lines of code. For I is equal to 1, these 3 lines of code. That is J is equal to 6, K is equal to 16. Print IJK, that is 1, 6, 16. This is printed. So, which was printing, I am writing in the rectangular box. Now, once with I is equal to 1, everything is completed. Entire for block is completed. Now, instead of coming out of the for block, from here again it will go back to here. Again it will go back. That is the difference between the if and for. If will work only for one time. For will work till until the all the values are completed. This is one time check. If condition is one time only. One time the code will execute. One time block will execute. Only one time the block will execute if the condition is satisfied. Here, multiple times the block will be executed. Multiple times block will be executed. If you want for if you want to check for only one time and for one value only you want to check, miss, go with the if. If you want to repeat the same code for multiple times, then go with the for. Right? Now, so here I is equal to, so you are considering I is equal to this one. Just a minute. Now you are considering I is equal to 1. Okay. I is equal to 1 and completed. The 3 lines are completed. Now once I is equal to 1, 3 lines are completed. After this, it will not come out of the for block. It will again go back to here. And what are the different options of I? 1, 2, 3. With I is equal to 1 is completed. Now it will start with I is equal to 2. Now j is equal to 8. K is equal to 18. Print 2, 8, 18. Now after this one, again it will go back to here. Miss 2 also completed. Now it will check, okay, balance 3 is there. I is equal to 3. Again it will come inside. That is j is equal to 8. K is equal to 18. 3, 8, 18. This one also will be printed. Once from here, again it will go back here. 3 also completed. Now everything are completed. Since everything are completed, now it will come down. Since everything are completed, it will come down of the for loop. Now down of the for loop, whatever the remaining code is there, it will continue there. Is that clear? Now, so answer of this one is 1, 6, 16, 2, 7, 17, 3, 8, 18. Now let us take this one. The above example asked is print is there. Now, first I is equal to, what are the different values of I? 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 options. With I, these are the 3 options. First, I is equal to 1. It will take I is equal to 1. J is equal to 1 plus 5, 6. K is equal to 16. Next, 1, that is 1, 6, 16. It is going to print 1, 6, 16. After this line, whether it will come down or it will go back. It will go back. It will not see this one. From here, after executing the line number 4, line number 1, line number 2, line number 3, line number 4, after executing line number 4, again it will go back to the line number 1 because it is a loop. Instead of loop, if here it is, if is there, immediately it will come down. One time check only it will do. It will not go back again. Okay. So here is, this is a loop. Loop means again, once the block is completed, again you have to go back. Now with 1 is completed, next 2, with 3. Now with all of them are completed, just then you have to come to the next line. Here, what is in the next line? Empty is there. Next line, what is there? SRK is there. So it is going to print everything of this one and SRK also. Down SRK. Now let us assume this is inside. Now SR first 1, 6, 16 will be printed. After that, from here, next SRK also will be printed. From here, it will go back to here. Next 2, 7, 17 along with the SRK. Again, from here, it will go here. That is 3, 8, 18 SRK. So my output will be in this way. Got the point? If it is inside, miss, this same code will be repeated. If it is outside, miss, it will not be repeated. Whichever the code is inside the loop, it will be repeated. Is that clear? Now, next, for I in range of 4. For I in range of 4, what is meant by range of 4? 0, 1, 2, 3. Exactly. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, for I in range of, miss, first I value is equal to 0. With I is equal to 0, what it has to do? Print I only. It has to print I. So 0 will be printed. With I is equal to 1, again what it has to do? Print I. That is 1 will be printed. For I is equal to 2, what is the next? 2 should be printed. With I is equal to 3, what is the code it has to do? Miss, print I only. That is 3 will be printed. Now once 0, 1, 2, 3, everything are completed, it will come out of the loop. Out of the loop, what is it? Nothing is there. So what is the answer, miss? Here 0, 1, 2, 3. Whatever is there in the print, it is going to print. That is 0, 1, 2, 3. because this is a separate cell, this is a separate, this is a separate, separate. So it is going to print in a like this, in a line wise, because first code number 1 will be executed, followed by code number 2, followed by code number 3, separately. But you don't want like that. I want with the end is equal to space. End is equal to, I'm writing end, not separator. End. Separator means between two values. Separator, what is the meaning of separator? Means between two values. What you want between two values? Between two values, what you want? For example, if I write separator is equal to space, I assume I am writing space between them. I want separator space means two values should be there. Separator word should be there means two values should be there. In between, separator means in between. I mean, between two values, in between two values, in between two values. So here two values are not there, only one value is there. So what I'm going to write means end is equal to space. I'm writing end is equal to space. Now what happens? First I is equal to 0, 0 and enters 0 space, 0 space. End, end means after printing last, at the last you have to give the space. 0 space. After that 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. It is going to take like this. 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, like this. Now for 3 also space is there. If you observe here, there is a space. For 3 also space will be there. Got the logic? 1 space, 0 space. This is entire one part. Print. This is printing. Each time it is printing 0 with the space it is printing. Means indirectly you are asking, if you are asking like this only, just to be more simplified for you, you are keeping like this. That one is printing, this one also printing. Okay. Is that clear? Now, so here, if you write with respect to end is equal to miss after that. So end is equal to nothing miss, nothing will be there. End is equal to space miss 0 space, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. So it is going to print like this. Okay, is that clear? For loop, concept of for loop. For each and every value in the given sequence, it has to execute the given code. For block of code, it has to execute. That is meaning of for loop. Okay. Now, let us see this one. L is equal to 1, 4, 14, 6, 10. 1, 4, 14, 10. Now, what I am going to do? I want to take the numbers. I want to add the numbers. Okay. What are the numbers I want to add? Miss first 1 plus 4, I want to add 4 plus 14, 14 plus 10. Okay, forget about the Python code. Forget there is no Python code. Generally, I have given you the 1, 4, 14, 10. What is the total, miss? How you are going to do? In your mind, how you are going to apply the calculation? One way of calculation is, first you are going to do this one and you are going to substitute here and you are going to do in this way. If first 1, for that you have to add 4. After adding 4, now what is the total? 5. Now for this 5, you are going to add the 14. What is the total? 19. For this 19, you are adding the 10. What is the total? 29. In this way, our brain works. First, we are going to take first two numbers and we are going to add. After that, for that value, whatever we have got, the third number, for that value, the fourth number, we are going to add. And finally, sir, answer is 29. We are going to say like this. Same thing, write the Python code. Whatever you are thinking in the brain, write the same thing in the code. That is first L is equal to list of 1, 4, 14, 10. Okay. Now for I in L. Okay. Now for I in L means first I value is 1. For 1, what you have to add? Next number you have to add. What is the next number? 4. But you have taken only I value, not 4 value. So you want to add something, means what we are going to do? Initial value, I'm going to take it as 0. Though 0 is not there also, I'm considering the 0. Now, this 0, initial 0, whatever I'm going to consider, if I keep in the list, what happens means length will change. So I should not keep in the list. If I keep inside the list means length will change. So I should not keep in the list. For that, what I'm going to do means I'm going to take separately the sum is equal to 0. Now I is equal to I plus sum. I plus sum means what is the I plus sum? 1 plus 0 means the total is 1. Now whatever the total I have got, that I am going to save in the total t, some name t. Now this t, whatever the means 0 plus 1, 1. For this I have to add the next number. Now automatically I is equal to, for I in range, for I in L means first I value is equal to 1. It is going to consider 1, and 1 plus 0 total is 1. Up to here it is completed. 0 plus 1 total 1. After here, now I value is, what is the latest I value? 4. Now I value is 4. 4 plus sum. What is sum? Sum is 0. You should add to sum, you should add to total. Total. Now what I'm going to do, instead of this one, I'm going to write here also sum is equal to sum plus I. Now read this one. Now first you are going to take 0. 0 plus 1, total is 1, that is sum. Now next you are going to take 4. 1 plus 4, 5. Next you are going to take 14. 14 plus 5, 19. Next you are going to take 10. 10 plus 19, 29. Got the point? Is this clear code? How to add the numbers in the list? Why we have taken, now the question is, sir, how we have taken this one? Why you have to take sum is equal to 0? Without considering the sum is equal to 0, how we are going to take? For loop, by applying the for loop, without applying the sum is equal to 0, without assuming this value is not there, how we have to proceed? If I proceed, sir, let us take like this, sir, your I value, I plus, next second number, how we are going to call the second number? So again, you have to use the indexing, some indexing. But every time it has to be repeat, common code should be there. We require the common code, not for each time the code should be different. Each time the code is different means that is normal lines of code. Common code I want. So for common code, what I'm going to do, summation, I'm going to take it as 0. Initial sum I'm going to consider as 0. For this 0, 0 plus 1 means initial value I'm going to take as 0. Because 0 is not having any impact when I add. While multiplying, 1, we have to select 1. Why? Why we have to select 1? If you multiply with the same number of any number with 1, it is not having any impact. If you add with 0, the number will not have any impact. Select any number of your choice, x, some any number. If you add plus 0 means x only will be there. While multiplying, if you multiply with 1, it will be 1 only. The number will remain same if you add with 0 or if you multiply with 1. If the same thing, if you are multiplying with 0, value will change. The original value is x, the new value is 0. Original value will not be as it is. So to bring the original value at the same time, this one, I'm going to add with the 0. Now by adding the 0, see, sum is equal to 0 for I in list. But basically, if someone asks you, write the code for the sum of the values in the list means, you should not directly start with sum is equal to 0. You will not get that idea. First, how you are going to get the idea means, first basically in your mind, this one only will be there. Up to here only you will get in the mind. You will directly will not get that one in the mind. First you will get this one. After this one, I plus, again you will stuck off. Oh, I plus and second number, how to get the second number? Indexing. If I go with the indexing means common for loop, I can't apply. Common for loop I have to apply means something I have to do. That is nothing but initialization is equal to 0. That you are going to do here. And whatever you are getting, if you create a new variable, the previous sum will not be considered because every time the sum will be 0 only. The previous sum also it has to consider means sum should be sum is equal to sum plus I. Instead of sum is equal to sum plus I, if you take here t, what happens? First step, okay, 0 plus 1 up to there, no problem. After that 1 plus 4 plus, you are adding with 1, you have to add with 0. 4 plus with 1, you have to add. Similarly, whatever the total you have got, you have to add with the next number of the total with next number. Total with next number. Total with next number. Total with next number. Whatever the total you are going to get, the total you have to add with the next number, coming number. And that one also should be saved as the total. So that is the reason I'm going to take sum is equal to sum plus I. That is the reason. In this way, we are going to finally write the code. Directly, we will not get the code first only. If someone asks me that blindly, you are not going to start with sum is equal to 0. You will not get that idea initially. First, you will get the idea this one, later this one. From this, you will get an idea this one. Then you are going to do. In that way, we are going to create the program. Is that clear? Now, see here. Sum is equal to 0 for I in L. First, I is equal to 1. It will take I is equal to 1. Sum is equal to sum plus I. What is sum value? Previous sum is 0. 0 plus 1, which is 1. Now, what is the latest sum value? 1. Print sum. What is the print sum is? 1 will be printed. But what I'm going to do is this print I'm going to keep outside. I'll keep the outside. Okay. Now, what is the sum value is? 1. Next, from here, where it is going to go? Down or up? Again, it will come back. Now, here, I value is equal to 4. Sum value. What is the latest sum value? 1. 1 plus 4, 5. Now, latest sum value is 5. Now, this 5, I value 14. Now, latest value is 14. Sum is equal to sum plus I. Now, what is the sum value? 5. 5 plus 14. That is 19. Again, you are going to do, that is 10. 19 plus 10, 29. Now, finally, what is the total sum? Which is equal to 29. Now, you want to print each time. The sum you want to print each time is, first time, what is the sum? Initial sum? 1. Second time, 0 plus 1, 1. Later, 5. Later, 19. Later, 29. 1, 5, 19, 29. All the values will be printed. No, sir, I don't want all the values. Final value only means bring this one outside. Then only one time it will print. Right? And that too, you want to write the total sum. So I'm writing here the total sum of values in given list. I'm writing like this, comma. Now what happens? As it is going to print the total sum of the values in the given list. Sum. What is the last sum value stored? 29. It is going to print like this very clearly. If you want to print in the complete way, miss, you can print in this way. Is that clear? Okay. Now the question is, next question. Write a program for sum of n natural numbers. Just I'm showing you the program only. Heading of program. I'm not showing the code. Write a program for sum of n natural numbers. Sum of n natural numbers. N is whatever the n value they are asking. Natural numbers means everyone knows natural number starts from 1. Starts from 1. Whole number starts from 0. Natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, like this n. Sum of n natural numbers means whatever the natural numbers they are asking. First ask the user to enter the n value. Int of, input of, enter the n value till which you want the sum. Till which you want the sum. Enter the n value. Now assume that user has entered the 5. N is equal to 5. What is the meaning of n is equal to 5? Miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, up to 5. Now this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you want means what you are going to get? How you are going to get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? For I in range of, from where it is going to start? 1. Where it has to end? Up to 5 means n plus 1. That is, you have to take 6. 6 I'm going to write as n plus 1. For example, here the person has entered 6 means automatically. If the person has entered here 7 means automatically here 1 to 8 means 1 to 7 only it will take, right? So whatever the value, if I write 6 instead of n plus 1, if I write 6, what is the difference between this one and this one? If the user has entered 7 also, it will take up to 1 to 6 only. If the user has entered 17 also, 1 to 6 only it will take. As per the user, it has to change automatically. Means here also I have to write with respect to whatever the user has entered n plus 1. Now automatically 1 to everything. Now how to do the sum? Sum is equal to sum plus I value. So initial sum is equal to 0. And finally print sum. Completed code. Assume the user has entered 5. Automatically it is going to consider 1 to 6. 6 means 1 to 5 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you are adding. How you have added this one? Same code, na? Instead of list, you are taking range. What is the difference between this one and this one? Here in the list, any value can be there. Range means sequential order will be there. I values will be in the sequential order. This concept will be applicable when you are asking sum of n natural numbers. For this reason, we are taking. No, sir. Okay, tell me another way, sir. Okay. N is equal to 5. The user has entered. First, you take the list. You are familiar with list only. Sir, I want list only. Take the list of range of 1 to n plus 1. Now apply the for loop of for I in L. Same to same. For I in L, sum is equal to sum plus I. Initialize the sum is equal to 0. Now I is list only, right? How to create a list of n natural numbers? Forget about this one. How to create list of n natural numbers? List of n natural numbers. List of n natural numbers means list of first 10 numbers. Instead of using the word of n natural numbers, list of first 10 numbers. I'm writing clearly list of first 10 numbers. How to write that one? List of range of 0 to 11. If I want to include the 0, if I ask you list of first or list of 1 to 10, if I ask the question list of 1 to 10, list of 1 to 10, this is my question. For that, what is the answer? List of range of 1 to 11. This is the answer. Here 10, for 10 you are writing 11. If it is 1 to 20 means you are writing 21. If it is 30 means 31. 40 means 41 means you are adding plus 1 only. Na? Here n means automatically it is n plus 1. Simple. Is that clear? Got the point? Now see the same to same as it is. So n natural numbers 5. 5 means automatically it is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First 1 plus 0 plus 1 it will take. That is total is 1. For 1, 2 will be added. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the numbers. Total is initially 0. 0. This is sum. Heading as sum. This is original numbers. 0 plus 1. Sum is 1. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. Final answer is 15. Right? It is going to do in this way and you are going to get the answer as 15. Why it is printing everything? 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 15. Why it is printing everything? Because sum is inside. If the sum is outside, one time only it is going to print. The final output only it will print. Whatever the final stored value is there, that one only it is going to print. If it is inside means each time the sum it is getting printed. Each sum is printing. Is that clear? Yes. Let us see one by one. Now, here you are having L is equal to 4, 9, 14, 21. These are the list of values. E is equal to empty list. E is equal to empty list. Can I assign empty list? Is that possible empty list also? Yes. Now, for this, what is the answer? Can anyone tell me? Don't get excited. I want the correct answer. Write in the notes slowly, but I want correct answer, not quick answer. Saying quickly, sorry, sir, I have not seen. Don't say like this. Clearly see letter to letter and tell me the correct answer. Take 1 or 2 minutes more time. No problem. Option A, one student is saying list of 14, 19, 24, 30, 11. This is option A. Option B. Is there other student, please? Apart from this one. Apart from that, any other answer? Now last bench, last student, can you explain the code? Not answer, explanation, step by step explanation I want. Step by step, how in the first line what happens, in the second line what happens, in the third line what happens, how it is going to proceed, everything step by step. How exactly in the back end of the Python, how it is going to execute, in that way you have to tell me. Assume that this is my interview question. Assume that this is my interview question. Whoever the person solves, whoever the person says the process, accordingly what I have to do. Okay, let us open, I will open the Excel sheet in front of you only. I will open the Excel sheet from now. Let us start from now. Okay, from now, in between, if I ask any questions and any student is answering the answer, immediately I am going to open the Excel sheet in front of you only. I will open the Excel sheet, others also can see. It is not hiding. I'm going to open in front of you only. And I will write that person name here. In the Excel sheet, I will write the person name. And if he has told me the correct answer, immediately I'm going to give the marks only to the first person, not to the everyone. Only the first person who has given the correct answer. If he has given the wrong answer, I will keep the 0. Okay. And whoever has got the best score, I will give the placement directly in my company. From now, direct open offer. Forget about the previous classes. From now, heading also from now. Is very clear? No questions, no more, no final interview, nothing. Directly I will keep in my company. Directly on the last day, I will give the offer letter on the spot. In the class official, I will give. Is that clear? Let us see who will get this one. Whether it is offline or whether it is an online. Anything is okay for me. But first person only I will write in the Excel sheet, not for the second person. First correct answer person. Word of correct answer is important. Don't forget that one. If you give wrong answer, if you raise your hand and if you are giving wrong answer, miss minus marks also I will add. Minus also I will add. Think clearly and give the correct answer. Now let us see the competitive spirit in the class. Sadly, offline students have an edge of over online students. No problem. Absolutely. Online students also having the edge. Whoever types the first correct answer in the chat box, that person I am going to consider. Offline or online, they'll enter na. Right? Of online students, don't worry. I assume that you are having the more edge when compared to offline students. From my perspective. The reason behind that I can't say. You have to understand. But surely you are having the edge. Right? Now, let us get into this. So for this, what is the answer, miss? Now, what is the question is? Question is not answer. Question is explanation. Who is going to explain? Yes, please. Let us. Yeah, I want step-by-step execution. What happens in the first line? First, you are explaining this part. I'm asking only this one. Line by line means first you have to explain this line. Okay, let me explain from my perspective this question. From next question onwards, you try. Okay, line by line execution means what is the meaning means? First, it is going to take a list of 4, 9, 14, 21, and it is going to name it as L. This is the meaning of first line. Second line meaning is E is equal to empty list. It is going to create an empty list. This is the meaning of second line. For I in L, okay, means for I value, it is going to take different I values of 4, 19, 14, 20, and 1. That is the meaning of for I in L. Meaning of I in L meaning. A is equal to 1 I plus 10. Now first it is going to consider I is equal to 4, a is equal to I plus 10, that is 4 plus 10, which is nothing but 14. So it is going to create an object of 14 with a, similarly 4 with I. And e dot append of a, e means empty list, it is going to append the value, that is 14 will be appended here. In the same object it is going to append. It is not going to create a new object. In the same object it will be appended. From here again it will come back to here. Now I value is equal to 9, means it is going to create a new object of 9 and the old object will be deleted. You have to explain in this way, line to line. Old object will be deleted. Next, a is equal to 9 plus 10, which is 19. So it is going to create a new object of 19 with a. Okay, and this a is getting appended here, that is 9. It is 19 will be appended. Next, again it from here again it will come back to here. Now 9 I is equal to 14. A is equal to 14 plus 10, which is 24, and this 24 will be appended. Next, I is equal to 20. A is equal to 20 plus 10, 30, and this 30 will be appended. Next, I is equal to 1. A is equal to 1 plus 10, which is nothing but 11, and 11 will be appended. And once this everything was completed, it will come down. Now print A. Print A means list of 14, 19, 24, 30, and 11. That is the answer. Got the point? Step-by-step execution. This is the meaning of step-by-step execution. Right? If in the interview they ask you the question, can you explain the step-by-step execution, means you have to explain like this. If they ask you like this, if the question is like this. For example, if they ask you what is the output, means you have to tell only the output. That is depends on the question. What is the question they are going to ask? Now, let us take this. Answer of this, not line by line execute. I want answer of this. One not 5. Santosh. Santosh says it is 105. Just a minute. Santosh is the first person who has told 105 as the answer. Still anyone, maybe it might be right answer or wrong answer. If this is the right answer, means Santosh is the first person. If this is the wrong answer, means Santosh is the first, Santosh will get the minus marks. Not only Santosh, whoever has given the answer. Name? Akhilesh. Let us go with Akhilesh. Akhilesh says this is the output. Santosh says this is the output. Okay. Not only Santosh, apart from Santosh, one more person also. Sri Charan has given the wrong answer. Pallavi has given the wrong answer. Okay. Now, from Akhilesh perspective, it is 1, 3, 15, and 105. Still 1, 1, 3, 3, 15, 15, 105, 105. Okay. Next, still any questions? Anyone? 1, 3, 105. In the sequential order or side by side? Same as it is. Then Akhilesh will be the first person. Right? Why? Because first it is going to take 1, I is equal to 1, P is equal to 1 into I. That is 1 into 1, which is nothing but P is 1. Now print P. How many times we are asking print P? One time only. So 1 will be printed. From here again it will go back. After that, it is going to take I is equal to 3. 1 into 3, that is 3. That is print P. That is 3 will be printed. 1 will be printed followed by 3 will be printed. After that, now I is equal to 5. 5, then what is the latest value of P? P is 3. This is 5. That is 15. Print 15. So 15 will be printed. Now what is the latest value of P? 15. What is the latest value of I? 7. 15 into 7, 105. 105 will be printed. That is 1, 3, 15 and 105. In this way it is getting printed. Right? Next answer of this question. So I have to enter two values, right? I'm entering the two values. First starting number I'm entering as 3, ending number as 10. Take time, give me the correct answer. Write in the notes step by step. 100% you have to get correct answer. There is no other option for you. If you write in the notes step by step, 100% you have to get the correct answer only. There is no other chance also. You can't get the wrong answer if you write step by step execution. 100% guarantee you will get the correct answer if you write step by step execution in the notes. Four. What in the sequential order or side by side? What 4, 6, 8? 4, 6, 8. List of 4, 6, 8. This is the answer, right? Okay. List of 4, 6, 8, 10. This is option A. This is option B. Next. List of 4, 8. Then Mohammed Kamal has told the first answer. If this is the correct answer, means Kamal. Yes, Kamal only. Because Manish, you have not kept the list. Arnab Ghosh, you have not kept the list. Kamal, you have not kept the list. Naveen, you have not kept. You have kept only 4, 6, 8. Raj, you have not kept the list. Sri Charan, you have kept the list. So Sri Charan is the first person, right? So list of 4, 6, 8, 10. It is not 4, 6, 8, 10. It is a list of 4, 6, 8, 10. That is the answer. Okay. Is that clear? So how many students has not understand the program? Rise. Without saying others, if you have not understand, miss, rise. Okay. So first you are going to take the starting number. What is the starting number? 3. What is the end number? 10. List is equal to empty. Up to these 3 lines of code is clear. For I in range of start, comma, end plus 1. What is start, miss? 3, comma, end plus 1. 10 plus 1. That is 11. Range of 3, 11. What is the meaning of range of 3, 11? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the different I values. Possibility of I values is this one. For this line of code, this is the meaning. Is that clear up to here? Now, for loop. What is meant by for loop? For each value means first you have to take I is equal to 3 and execute. What you have to execute? These 2 lines of code you have to execute. After that, I is equal to 4. Again, you have to execute these 2 lines of code. For I is equal to 5, you have to execute these 2 lines of code. For I is equal to 6, you have to execute these 2 lines of code. For everything, you have to execute only 2 lines of code. Now, first, let us start with I is equal to 3 and you have to execute the code. That is, If 3 modulo 2 is equal to 0, means remainder is 0. Since remainder is not equal to 0, if condition, ignore the if condition. After ignoring the if condition, now from here to here, means I is equal to 4. If 4 is modulo 2 is equal to 0, condition satisfied. If the condition satisfied, what it is going to do? L dot append of I. What is L? Empty list. I, what is the I value? 4. So it is going to add the 4 here. Once with I is equal to 4 is completed, now I is equal to 5. With 5, it is going to execute? No, it is going to ignore. It will ignore. For I is equal to 6, yes, 6 will be satisfied. Since 6 is satisfied, now what happens to the 6? 6 will be appended. After 6, now 3 completed, 4 completed, 5 completed, 6 completed. Now 7. Now you are going to take 7. 7 will satisfy the condition? No. Condition not satisfied means ignored. Next 8. 8 satisfies the condition? Yes. If 8 satisfies the condition, what it is going to do? It is going to be appended here. Next 9. 9, condition not satisfied. Not satisfied means it will be ignored. Next 10. 10 also will be taken, and now 10 list dot append of 10 means 10 will be appended. Now finally I'm asking overall print L. Inside the print, what are the there? 4, 6, 8, 10. So it is going to print. Is that clear now? Step by step. So every time it is just executing these 2 lines of code. For different values of I, execute the for block. For different values of I, execute the for block. Whatever the given I range. Right? So let us take this one. Now, in this case, I'm writing my first number as 3. Second number as, again, 10. Next number as, end number as 10. Now, what is the answer? First, write the first line of code. What is the meaning of first line of code? Don't even see the second line. Forget about there is no second line also. Only see first line. What is the meaning of first line? Go to the second line. Come to the third line. Fourth line. Fifth, like that one by one. List of 4, 6, 8, 10. Option A. Option B. Sri Charan once again. 4, 6, 8, 10. This is option B. Option C. Manish. 4, 6, 8. Still, next. Next. 4, 6, 8, 10 in the line by line. Navin says line by line. Astosh. 4, 6, 8, 10. Next. So, since I'm going to write in the notes. If this is the question was given and I am the student, assume that I am the student. In the notes, I will write like this. Start is equal to int of input of enter start number. That is 3. String of 3. Input of string of 3. That is int. Int of string of 3. That is 3. Start is equal to 3. End is equal to int of string of 10, which is nothing but 10. End value is 10. If start means nothing but 3. 3 modulo 2 is not equal to 0. Yes, condition satisfied. 3 modulo 2 is not equal to 0. True. True means if condition should execute. What is the if condition? Start is equal to start plus 1. Now, what is there in the start? 3 is there. 3 plus 1 means the start value you have to convert as 4. Now, latest start value is 4. Okay. Now, after this one, again it will go back? No. Because if condition means only one time check. It will not go back again. Now with this, if also completed. With the if, I have converted the start value as 4. Now for I in range of 4 to n plus 1. N plus 1 means 11 with an increment of 2. Now, what are the different I values? 4, 6, 8, 10. These are the 4 different values, possibility of I. First, I will start with I is equal to 4. What is that? Print I. Print I means 4 will be printed. After that, 6 will be printed. After that, 8 will be printed and 10 will be printed. From where the list has came? From where the list of 4, 6, where the list is there? In the entire thing, where is the list? There is no word of list also, right? So just 4, 6, 8, 10. Is that clear? Now, next one is factorial. Next one is called as factorial. Now, what is meant by factorial? Factorial means n is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. N factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial, means which is nothing but n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 into, like this it is going to continue till 1, till it reaches 1. The last value can be 1. Now the same thing I want. N values, I want, tell me the code to print list of n list of values. Write the code to print list of values starting from n to end with 1. What is the code? What is the code for printing the list of values from n to 1? What is the code? Anyone? Print n to 1. List of n to 1. I want list of n to 1. List of range of n to 1, comma, minus 1, negative. That's it. For example, 5 you have selected, 5 to 1 in a reverse order. That is 5, 4. In 1 also should be included, miss. It has to take 0, n to 0. 1 also should be included. That is 5 miss 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 miss 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, like this. Whatever the number till 0, you are going to get in a decreasing order. So now, what is this meaning of this one? Product of all the numbers, right? Product of given numbers in the list. What is the code for product of given values in the list? What is the code? For I in list, P is equal to P into I, where you have to assign the P is equal to 1. This is the code for product of values in the list. Now, what is the list? This is the one. So just replace the list here. What is the list, miss? Nothing but for I in range of n comma 0 comma minus 1. Completed. This is the factorial program. Factorial is nothing but n to reverse order. You have to multiply 1. 5 factor. What is the meaning of 5 factorial? 5 into 4 into 3 into 1, 2 into 1. For example, if I bring all this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into one list, you can do how to, you know already what is the code for multiplying the values in a list. This is the program. Inside the program, I am having here 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is the answer? What is the answer for this? This is the code. What is the answer, please? First, 5 into 4, 20, 20 into 3, 60, 60 into 2, 120, 120 into 1, 120 only. You are going to get 120. From where you got this 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, miss? Can I write like this? This one is equal to list of range of 5 comma 0 minus 1. Can I take like this? Both are same only, right? That one and this one both are same. Now here the 5, whatever the 5, you are entering directly. If you are asking the user, miss, n, and ask the user to enter the value. Change that one to n and ask the user to enter the value. Both are same only, right? Simple. Is that clear now? 5 into 4 into 2 into 1 is, and this factorial both are same. This one and this one both are same as it is. Just you are multiplying the values. Multiplication and this multiplication both are same. Above code and below code both are same. Okay. So if you if you execute here, first it is asking the value 5. 5 means 5 comma 4 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1. The above one, below one both are same. What is, if I enter 6 means, what is the meaning of 6? 6 comma 5 comma 4 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1 list. For that list it is multiplying. Instead of considering range only, list of range of, automatically answer also will be same, right? List of, if you take list of range of, what is the difference of list of range of? It is list, it is going to consider in the list. This one, both are same. Clear, guys? For loop is clear? Just you are executing the block of code for multiple values. Different values you are considering. Just sir, how to get that idea of factorial? I have to write that way of code only. That is the question. How I can get that idea? For example, someone is asking n factorial, how to get the initial idea? Forget Python code. There is no Python only. Python not there, C is not there, Java is not there. First forget everything. There is no programming language only. Generally, if anyone asks you factorial function, what you are going to do? Generally, what you are going to do? For example, someone has asked you 5 factorial. Forget there is no Python code only. What is generally 5 factorial means? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is in your mind. First thing you have to get right. Range of 1 plus 1 to, yes, you can even consider in that way also. Then 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 in a positive direction. But generally will not get that type of idea, right? Generally 5 factorial means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. As per our studies, what we have studied in our maths. In your school, we have prepared 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. If they have explained, your trainers, maths teachers has explained in this way, means take the range of, in this case, range of 1 to n. N also should be included, means n plus 1 you have to consider. This is in this case. In this case, range of n to 0, because 1 should be included. Range of 0 with negative order minus 1. Either this one or this one, both are same. Is that clear? So just that you have to get in the mind. Forget about there is no Python code only. Is that clear, guys? Now, that is for loop. Now nested for loop. What is meant by nested for loop? Means within the for loop, one more for loop is there, then it is called as nested for loop. This we are going to see in the tomorrow's class. First you learn the for loop so that nested for loop will be easy automatically. Right? I'm going to upload the notes. Please practice. Now, assignment. Assignment number 2. The previous assignment and this assignment, everything I will upload the answers. Tomorrow evening I will upload. Tomorrow one more assignment I am going to share you. After assignment, these all the assignments please complete by Wednesday. Wednesday is holiday. Festival is there, right? So Wednesday is holiday. So Wednesday evening you are having the time. By Wednesday evening you complete your assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3. Wednesday night I am going to upload the answers. Done. Now what is assignment 2? Very simple assignment. Everyone, you are having the phone number, right? Your phone number. What are your phone number? My phone number is 9123456789. Everyone knows this is not my phone number. Example only. Right? I can't disclose my phone number. Right? Now this is, assume this is the phone number. Whatever the phone number, you have to do the sum of the phone number, sum of the digits till you get the single digit. For example, 9 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus all these things if you add, now 10, 12, 15, 19, 24, 30, 37, 45, 54. You are getting 2 digits. Now these 2 digits also again you have to add one more time till you get the single digit. Till you get the single digit, you have to add. What is your phone number? Write in your notes. And what is the total? You tell me, please. For your phone number. Everyone are having your phone number separate, right? For your phone number, what is the single total? 2 digits means again you have to add. If it is output is 2 digits means again you have to add. 100% you will get 2 digits only. There is no doubt. You will get 100% 2 digits only because 10 numbers you are adding means 2 digits you have to get minimum common. That is minimum. 100% you will get. But if, for example, some student has got 64, 6 plus 4, he will get 10. Again, 10 plus 1 plus 0 he has to do. One more time he has to do. Till he get the single digit as the answer. One student getting that write the code for that. Whatever you have told to me, write the code. Python code. That is your assignment. Your phone number total is your assignment. That's it. Is that clear? Assignment is clear? Yeah, that is the end of the session. For your total, phone number total I asked. Why you are laughing? Why you guys are laughing? Till you get the single digit. Tomorrow assignment will be more interesting. Next level. Today's assignment okay. Tomorrow's assignment will be next level. Yeah, if you are having any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, that is the end of the session for today.